morning. I was so busy riding and looking around, I forgot to turn the damn camera on. But it's a beautiful day out here. You guys saw the other side of the mountains. Well, now we're going down the other side, east, back towards Texas, her home. For now. Speed limits had been dropped since the last time I came this way. You know, this is the first time I've come back on this road in years. And the speed limit's up now, but the first, I don't know, 10, 12 miles out of Cloudcroft, it was always 55. Well, now it's down to 45. And then we just now hit 55. So, I found that interesting. Let me close that, so I don't know, there may have been some wind shear in that. But, so we'll just hooking right along. 55, beautiful day, it's nice and crisp. Matter of fact, the ends of my fingers are just a little bit tingly. Little chilly. I can squeeze them back in the glove and feel the cold spots in my palm. But so this is east out of Cloudcroft from Alamogordo. If you want to ride it, it's Highway 82. Now it is the same one with the tunnel you saw in the last video. That is this highway, but that's on the other side of the mountain. This is the long gradual descent on this side. Your R's ain't burping every 5 minutes. Not your R's, your ears aren't popping every 3 to 5 minutes. It happens, but just not like the other side when you're dropping what, 7,000-8,000 feet in 21 miles or so. Yeah, it's pretty much 6% all the way down that side of the mountain. So I figured I'd video on this end because the tail end of this trip is ugly. Once you come out of this mountain basin, it's almost like you're landing on, well, I wouldn't say Mars, because I personally think the surface of Mars is better looking than Midland. And there's people that love Midland, think it's the greatest place on earth. You know what? That's fine. We all have our own opinion. I personally think those people have never traveled outside of Midland. But, you know, there's a whole world out here, buddy. It's not like the Truman Show. It's not just Midland, never go anywhere or anything. I knew that stupid little Toyota was going to come on. So that's a funny thing. They pass you and then they have to just slam on the brakes. Oh well. Oh well, buddy. I'm on mini vacation. I don't care. Well, actually, it's the last day, but still. It's a heck of a lot better than... It's a heck of a lot better than anything remotely close to Midland, or Shetland, as I call it. One more kid to graduate though. And then I might just do like the Beverly Hillbillies and packing on up and get away from now. Just go somewhere and nice and quiet, or quieter. Who knows? Although I will say I am really, really happy with my employer and everyone I work with. You know, everyone's absolutely awesome, and I think it would be really, really, really difficult to find another group of people like that to work with. So that might just keep me out there for a while longer. But like this doesn't mean I can't always keep riding out here. Been a couple of places I want to check out in Central Texas. That may be where we go next. I don't know. Did I tell you this area was the home of Smokey the Bear? It's actually up there at Capitan. Should have said that earlier, because at Rio Dosa we were a lot closer. There were more signs. But yeah, he came out of this mountain range. Now these people right here on the right, this big white gate, Cloud Country, they used to have bison all in these fields right here. I don't see any more of them, but they used to be everywhere up here. Oh yeah, there's another pretty shot for you. Oh yeah, always so hard to go home. Well, not home. I mean, I miss my family, but to leave the area, that's alright. I just woke up and doubled down on the antidepressants and feel pretty good. Alright, so I'm gonna meander out of here and I'll catch up with you guys again here shortly. Alright. Well, here's a little bit of what it looks like out further out here past Cloudcroft. We actually just left the Lincoln National Forest, so we're still on 82, still eastbound, and making actually pretty decent time. We've been running about an hour, and we got about an hour to go to Artesia, maybe a little bit more. And we're probably going to stop in Artesia, drink a bottle of water, squeeze the lemons, and then get back on and go. So, yeah, see, it's a lot more wide open, big rolling hills. Still, in my mind, you know, beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful. there you go, just kind of a snippet of everything out here. It's just kind of rolling hills for a while longer, and then we'll start getting straighter and flatter and uglier. So yep, we'll be on top in just a little while, and I'll let you see that too. All right. Okay, so not to disappoint, I told you I'd give you another snippet. Well, this is 25 miles just outside of that mountain range. I mean, there are rolling hills that we navigated, but then there's this, and that's and here in about another 20 miles, even this will be replaced by nothing but tank batteries and pump jacks. And when I start seeing that, that's why I doubled down on the I went and doubled down on the antidepressants this morning. I don't know, but that's what we're looking at. I haven't even seen a rabbit. Yeah, I think even the coyotes have left, because normally you'll see, man, they'll be all over this place, but not this morning. No antelope, no coyote. Those are the typical three you see. Rabbit. So, I don't know. I am 19 miles out of Artesia, New Mexico. Still on 82. You can see the quality of it's gone down. I'm in, I think, Eddy County right now. I will soon be in Lee County. No. Yeah, no. Artesia is in Eddy County. I'm getting all screwed up. But I'll try to give you a little bit of Artesia when we go through there. May wait till Carlsbad. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so this is probably going to be the last snippet on this trip. As you can see, I'm in the middle of BFE. I mean, it's ugly, it's hot. I mean, it is hot today. And they've made this a safety corridor now, so it's 55. And believe me, I've seen plenty of black and whites out here that I'm convinced I'm going to run 55, which makes the 62 miles to the next town long, very long. But I'll leave all the crazy speed to Wesley, I guess. But here it is. So this is pretty much, you know, Shipman, Odessa in a nutshell. I mean, I'm just on this side of jail, so I'm just inside the New Mexico state line, but it doesn't change all the way over. It pretty much looks like this all the way to Big Spring, Texas. So, see? Pump jack. No signs of life other than that pump jack. And the people driving by them. Pump jack. Pump jack. Those 3 cylinders, that's a tank battery I mentioned earlier. Pump jacks and tank batteries, that's it. There's a big tank battery right there. Oh no, they're reversing that. Huh. Interesting. Pump jacks. Yeah, so you see why I don't film out here much? People are like, wow, you don't film around our area a lot. Yeah. And there's a reason. So, and here comes a crane. We see these a lot. Oh, that was a baby. That was a tiny crane compared to some of them you come across out here. Okay, well, that's it. This trip was awesome. I already missed everything and everybody back there in Alamogordo, the mountains, all of it. I had a blast. I'm getting depressed the closer I get to Midland, so I just want to say it was an awesome little trip. It was quick, but well worth the risk. This ride back in the hot dirt sweat, well worth the ride. So, all right, later.